Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the Turtle Beach Stealth Pro. This is a new release from them, and this headphone is quite good, and it does hit a lot of the functions that you would want to have from a high-end gaming headset. And for $329, I certainly would hope so. And the good thing is, it definitely backs up that price point because this thing is very good, and the sound quality out of it is pretty much crystal clear. Here we have the box of the Turtle Beach Stealth Pro. This is a noise-canceling wireless headset made for Xbox, but it also works with PlayStation, PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, and mobile. But keep in mind that if you buy the PlayStation version, that it does not work with Xbox, but the Xbox version does work with PlayStation. So just keep that in mind. They're both the same price. If you're gonna buy this headset, you might as well buy the Xbox version of it, and it does indeed work with your PlayStation. Here is a look at everything that we get inside the box with the Stealth Pro. So we have the headset itself, obviously, a little cover for the mic port, as well as a detachable boom mic. Then we also have this little dock that is going to connect to your PC or console. And the dock also features a battery right up top that's really easy to access. And you also have another battery that is already included in the headset. So you do have technically infinite battery life. And the battery on it is so good that I would be shocked if you could kill this in one gaming session. Like if you're gaming for 12 hours, you just might have a chance at killing this battery in one go. But otherwise, if your battery starts to get low and you get the little chimes and notifications, you can swap it out for the battery that is always going to be in your charging dock as long as you are responsible. You've also got two USB Type-C cables as well, Type A to Type-C. You got one short one and one longer one. The short one obviously is probably going to be for your PC. The longer one is going to be if you need to charge your headset for whatever reason, but you probably will never use one of these USB cables. And then to top it all off, you also have this nice little velvety Turtle Beach carrying pouch that you could throw your headphones in, as well as some of the accessories and dock and whatnot to be able to take it with you anywhere you go. And I'm also pretty impressed with the design that Turtle Beach decided to go with this time around, because this is just a lot less gamery, a lot more minimalist, and you could definitely wear these headphones outside of the house, walking down the street or whatever the case is, just during your everyday life without looking like a huge gamer nerd. Yes, we are all gaming nerds. It's a good idea to go outside and touch grass, but at least now you've got a good looking headset that you can wear while you touch that grass. On the back of the transmitter slash base, very easy. We got a switch to go from Xbox to PC mode, charge only port, and then also a port for console and PC modes, and also a port for console and PC connections. In terms of the comfort and adjustability of this headset, I would say that I would rank it pretty good. You do have the rails on the sides that do slide to give you a little bit more comfort depending on how huge or not huge your head size is. Pretty plush ear band as well, swivel ear cups so that if you want to take off your headset and rest it on your shoulders, you can with comfort. And you also have very plush leather slash leatherette ear cups, whatever they happen to be. These might be real leather or fake leather, I'm not sure. Somebody leave it in the comment section below. But these are very nice and great for the active noise cancellation performance. Unfortunately, if you live somewhere where it is really hot, these are definitely going to get pretty hot and will probably leave a little bit of sweat on your face. But just keep that in mind if you are looking for the best active noise cancellation performance. This is why they include these leather ear pads. In my opinion, for $329 plus tax and shipping and whatever else, depending on where you live, I would like to see a high-end headset give you both leather ear pads and cloth ear pads in the box. And literally all you got to do is just throw a little disclosure in there that says, hey, for the best active noise cancellation performance, obviously use the leather ear pads. But for people that don't want to use the active noise cancellation or don't necessarily care, or it may be their climate that they live in just does not permit them to use these leather ear pads without discomfort, maybe that would be a great option to have included in the box with this very expensive high-end headset. I just think that that would be a very nice value add to separate one company from the next. You do also have your boom mic right here on the left side of the headset. You have flip up to mute functionality. Then also on the right side of the headset, you do have this little dial that you can configure, as well as a button that you can configure as well with the Turtle Beach app, either on your phone or on the PC. The active noise cancellation also does work very well. This thing is super good. I kid you guys not. I would put it on par with like some higher end Sony headphones that I've tried in the past that have had fantastic active noise cancellation. The transparency mode is is pretty good. I would give it like a 7 out of 10. If I was to give AirPods Pro transparency mode rating of like 10 out of 10 for basically feeling like you don't have anything in your ears and everything sounds just about normal, if not a little enhanced, the transparency mode on the Turtle Beaches is a few steps behind, but it does still sound pretty good and is definitely usable. And quite honestly, guys, I prefer to use the transparency mode over the noise cancellation if I am just playing some competitive games, but I still want to be aware of my surroundings, maybe if I'm waiting on a shipment to come in. But otherwise, if I'm looking for maximum immersion in game, the active noise cancellation does do an absolutely fantastic job at eliminating background noises. Maybe you have a super busy household and you don't want to hear anything going on other than your game. The active noise cancellation in this headset is extremely good. Like, seriously, it's probably some of the best on any gaming headset. And then as far as the Turtle Beach software, it's very similar regardless if you're on your phone or on the PC. I do wish that the PC you could resize the app. Like, that would be such a simple change that I think that they could add, because it is pretty much just this small, which is kind of unfortunate. But anyways, as we can see, we've currently got the EQ set to signature sound. I have been spending a lot of time in the bass and treble boost preset. You can also boost things like the vocals and whatnot as well, bass and treble separately. Your chat boost, which only works on the Xbox, and then the active noise cancellation, you can turn it on or off, and you can also change it from being on ambient to full ANC. And guys, I kid you not, when I talk about the ANC, it literally feels like in the game if I had other audio playing other than nothing right now. But basically, if I was to take off the headset, I get this little popping effect, like when you're on an airplane and then you kind of, go through the clouds and whatnot and your ears kind of pop a bit. You kind of get the same feeling. That's how intense the ANC is. Like, it literally cancels out a ton of background noise. And if you got other audio playing in your headset, you cannot hear anything. Anyways, back on track. Superhuman hearing is basically one of Turtle Beach's things that they've had for a while, where you can, set it to the legacy mode, where it kind of just enhances all the sounds going on in your game to give you more clarity and give you more directional sound of your surroundings. I have it set on the footsteps mode. Gunshots I'm not overly concerned about because those are kind of obvious, but footsteps you definitely want to hear those subtle noises. Now for your microphone, if I unmute the microphone here, I can also mess with the EQ presets for the microphone too. I had it muted on accident. But basically, you can switch between these few EQ settings for the microphone that we'll check out in just a second here. But you also have other equalizers that you can mess with. You can mess with the equalizer of your game audio, which is basically going to be either your PC or your console, your Bluetooth audio as well, and your microphone. If the custom Turtle Beach presets are not already good enough for you, you can also make your own microphone preset as well. Then you can further customize other things about the headset, like when they automatically shut off between 5 to 30 minutes or never if you want. Voice prompt levels, tone levels, and then also the function remap for the dial and the button on the right side of the headphone. Hotkeys as well, if you want to set up hotkeys for your keyboard and mouse to control your headset. But otherwise, I do think that the EQ adjustments that they have available are pretty good, and I'm glad that they actually have an actual equalizer that you can change for not only the headset drivers themselves, but your Bluetooth, game, and microphone as well. So now we're going to do a quick few mic tests just to see how the different modes sound. So right now we're on the Turtle Beach signature sound. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. We're going to switch over to the full EQ preset. Let me know if you can hear a huge difference between the full and the signature sound. But otherwise, guys, let's talk about some other things. Let's talk about some games, right? Have you guys seen any gameplay of that new game XDefiant? What do you guys think of XDefiant? The problem that I had with that game while I was playing it, even though it was very fun, I like the fact there's like no SBMM and all that stuff, but basically XDefiant was a nice feeling game, and it does feel like familiar old COD, but more or less I would like to have just a more visceral feeling from the weapons and the engagements and things like that. Like, I feel like that's the one thing that kind of pulls us back to playing Call of Duty over and over again and whatnot, is just because of how visceral the guns feel and like the satisfaction that you get from like getting a kill. And XDefiant, I think, is just lacking that a little bit. The guns need to feel like they have more of an impactful
not experience, but yeah, I guess so, an impactful experience, like when you're using them, when you get a kill, this and that, whatever. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents on X Defiant. I like the map so far. I like the modes. I like the weapon customization. I like how simple the user interface is. It doesn't take rocket science to learn. But yeah, I hope that the game sticks, and I hope that they improve it, and I hope that they also improve the net code, because the connection did not really seem that great. But I know it's in like super early stages right now. But I think we have to be like within the next 6 months. This game's got to be getting ready for launch.
More or less, guys, I only have a few minor complaints about the Turtle Beach Stealth Pro. Really, I just wish that the ear cups that they included would also include a set of cloth ear pads. And lastly, the other minor complaint that I have is just this dial. It's kind of hard to grab onto, so I wish that it was like a little bit thicker, or maybe just went in a little bit more onto the headset so that it was easier to grab to make those adjustments as well. But otherwise, this thing is pretty good. It sounds great. The microphone is more than passable, I would say. I guess another nitpick would be that I can't really get like the built-in mic that it uses for the active noise cancellation to work on PC, because what if I didn't want to use the boom mic and I just wanted to use like a less obvious microphone, kind of similar to the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro Wireless. That one has a pretty nice built-in mic that if I don't want to use the boom mic, I don't have to. But I think that Turtle Beach made a pretty good effort at a headset that doesn't necessarily look like a massive gamer nerd headphone, that also has very good audio quality and a ton of features, like having that dual Bluetooth connectivity is pretty nifty as well. So good job, Turtle Beach. Keep up the good work. Next time, just throw in a couple cloth ear pads in the box, and I think you guys are rock solid. Very minor changes are needed to add on top of this great base that you guys have made for the future of Turtle Beach headsets going forward. I hope that you can trickle down some of the goodness that you put in this headphone into the lower and less expensive end as well. Because $329 is great for a high-end headphone, but also not everybody wants to spend that. So let's go ahead and start bringing that down into the more budget-focused models, like around $150 to $100. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel as well. I will see you guys in the next video.